Hello traders, my name is Yaroslav Birchenko and together we are going to go through the AROON Indicator. It is an indicator that combines not only trend and price action but also time and is a key component of any professional trader's toolkit. Without further ado, let's get started. It was created by a gentleman called Tushar Shandy. He is also the creator of the stochastic RSI and a few other indicators, and his mentality has evolved from using moving averages into something more breakout based. He learned trading by doing, and I respect any individual that learned the hard way and then taught other people the outcome, the result, and that way we can learn from other people's mistakes, which is something that I love doing. So the AROON indicator, let's just quickly talk about the technical side of it. It uses trend changes and also identifies the strength of that trend. Now, the indicator measures time between highs and time between lows over a period of 25 periods. So it's whether it's trading days, whether it's an hourly graph. The idea is that a strong uptrend will give you more and more new highs, and a strong downtrend will also continuously renew the lows. So this indicator will give you the signal when that is happening and when it's not. This is what the AROON indicator looks like. Right down here, we have it on the Olymp trade platform. You can see that it consists of an upline, which is the blue line here, and it also consists of the downline. Now, when we have the blue line above the 70 line and also above the down line, this is a strong uptrend. As you guys can see here from Bitcoin starting in October, it's been in a consistent uptrend, and as soon as we have that first indication that we are going to go higher and we break through, we break out of these levels here, the AROON indicator climbs, and as we continue to climb higher, it spikes and then stays up there. Very, very handy. The indicator, like I said before, uses a 25 periods of data, whether it's the daily graph or the 30-minute candles that you use, and it shows you how many periods there has been since a high or a low. When the AROON up line is above the AROON down line, like we have here, it indicates bullish price behavior. Unfortunately, we don't have the other side of the graph, but we can see here that once we start to climb and actually show bullish behavior and a breakout of previous highs, this indicator starts climbing above the down line. And when the AROON down line is above the AROON up line, it signals bearish price behavior. So as you guys can see on this cross here, that was the first candle, the first bearish candle on the daily graph. Now, a crossover between the lines, something that I have talked about before with you guys, it signals a change of trend. For example, when the AROON up crosses the down line, it may mean that a new uptrend is starting, as we have right here. And this is an indication of a false signal, and we'll go through that at the end of the video. The AROON up and down lines, they fluctuate around these numbers here. So we have the standard stochastic or RSI figures of 30 and 70 and 50. And then we also have values of 100 and 0. Anytime that a line is hovering around the 100 line, this means that that is a strong trend. And when the value is near 0, it indicates that we have a weak trend. So both lines here hovering around the 0 line means that we are in a flat. The lower the AROON up line, the weaker the uptrend and the stronger the downtrend, and vice versa. So again, you want to see where both lines are at, and that will indicate the strength of the trend. The main thing we're trying to understand with this indicator is that the stock price will close regularly at new highs. That will indicate that that's a strong uptrend. And if they're regularly making new lows, then that is a downtrend. Crossovers are great entry and exit points. So whenever we have the cross of the line, like I showed you guys in the previous slide, that is a signal to sell. So across here would be a signal to sell. Same thing here, good sell signal. cross from up here is a good buy signal. Now, when both indicators are below 50, below this line, that means that nothing is going on. It's a consolidation, and you should probably use a different indicator like the Bollinger Bands to trade in that consolidation. The limitations of this indicator are also present, just with as with any other one. Sometimes, like I showed you guys in the previous example, like we have right here or here, these are poor signals. You can call them false signals, and the main limitation that I see in the AROON indicator is that the signals sometimes come too late. Like if you see the MACD indicator or even a cross of the moving averages, that gives you an indication right when trend is changing. But sometimes the AROON indicator gives you the signal after a substantial price move has already occurred. This is a backwards looking indicator, not a predictive indicator. Now, a crossover may also look good on the indicator, like I showed you guys in the slides, in the examples, but that doesn't mean that price is going to make a big move. The indicator isn't factoring the size of moves, it cares about the number of days or the number of periods since a high or a low. So my recommendation is that you use price analysis together with other indicators and the AROON indicator to make informed trading decisions. As always, we never recommend trading only with one indicator. Now, this is one of the good quotes from Tushar Shandy, is that they have mostly finished with breakout style systems, or actually they started and continuing with breakout style systems and moved farther away from moving averages crossover type systems. Now, I'll explain to you guys why, because Tushar Shandy is a algorithmic trader. He programs different trading robots to trade those signals that he finds in his indicator. This is something that is very common. But if you yourself are trading using your hands, then you can combine both moving average crosses and different signals that you get from the AROON indicator in order to maximize the efficiency of your trading. And I do want to remind you guys that trading by hand, if done well, can net you much more income than a robot can that follows a rigid system of rules. So keep that in mind as well. Now, the educational part of this webinar has finished. Let's have a look at how this indicator looks on our graph and how we can put it on. So you guys can find it on the Android platform right here by clicking the oscillators, or excuse me, the indicator button, and then going down here to oscillators. Now, I have it on my graph. Let me delete it and then put it back on. So right here is the AROON indicator. We're going to go ahead and slap it on the graph. It is at the 25 period, as was recommended by Mr. Shandy. And we are now looking at entry points. So we have the 100 and 0. Let's see if we can customize this in any way. Perfect. So the period, we have 25 actually was a good period. Curve. So on the Android platform, we have, it's a little bit more difficult to see, but you guys have to understand that the 50% line is right here, then 70 and 60. In general, it gives you the same signals. So a crossover of the sell line or the down line over the up line indicates a sell. And as you guys can see, it came pretty late. It came after the move finished, and we already started moving up. Let's see if we can find a different example. Let's see, maybe trading on gold. These are all my positions for gold. I am very bullish gold. Let's look at the pound Kiwi currency pair. So here is a good example of a change of trend. It was a strong uptrend. Here we had a cross and then a little bit, a few attempts at making a higher high. So here was one, here was another, and that's where we had that one attempt, second attempt, and then right as we started crossing, then we had a cross over the up line, cross the down line, and then we had that trade signal to the bottom. So I hope you guys now understand a little bit more about the AROON indicator. You can use it in your trading, and I wish you guys success using this indicator. If you have any questions and you'd like to know more, please go ahead and leave your comment below the video, and don't forget to leave a like, as it helps us understand that we're doing a good job and that the information is useful to you guys. Thank you, and see you guys next time.